scary.
Hello and welcome. I am Sir Shudder. Before we begin, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe and hit the notifications icon to see when I've done another video. In today's video, I'm going to tell you a couple more creepy tales from the Kowabana collection. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Territory. My ex-girlfriend has the ability to see ghosts and is the type of person who regularly sees them daily. Even when we were hanging out at her place, she would suddenly say things like, "My grandfather's watching us from the veranda upstairs," talking about her grandfather that passed away a year earlier. Or while in restaurants, she would say, "Do you see the old guy sitting there in the chair? Just there?" Suddenly she would ask, but I couldn't see anything at all. "There's nothing there, haha." "If you're trying to scare me, it's useless," I would say. Whatever she said, I'd just sidestep the issue, but this particular day, I couldn't do anything but believe her. One day we went for a drive around Osaka in her car. We went to Tonoji, talking about what we would eat that day, when suddenly she stopped the car. We were behind the Tonoji Zoo. It was a dark alley without any shops. When I thought about it, I wondered why she drove into such a place. What's wrong? What happened?" I asked. She didn't reply. She just stared out of the window and ignored me. Then suddenly, she said, "Over there," pointing to something ahead. A gate rose into the air in the darkness, and beside it, lots of gaudy banners waved. It was like the playhouse of the public theatre. "There's a girl standing over there. Can you see her?" she said, pointing to the side of the gate. I don't see anything." "Are you sure you aren't just imagining things?" That was a lie. I couldn't see the exact shape, but I could definitely see something there. Some vague light. Because I was unable to see clearly, my girlfriend described it to me. It was a woman, around 30 years old. She was wearing a blouse, standing by the edge of the gate. She seemed to exude an evil aura. I wanted to get out of there quickly. I went to my girlfriend as much. When I did, she suddenly looked frightened. "She's here. What should I do? This is bad." I said, "What's wrong?" "That woman, she's not there anymore. Now she's sitting in the back seat." Without thinking, I went to turn around, but suddenly, "Don't! Whatever you do, don't turn around." She furiously stopped me, and I froze. She started to move the car forward slowly. At the same time, she opened all the car windows. Apparently, that would make it easier for the woman to leave. She continued up the road slowly. She didn't say a word. I closed my eyes and waited for everything to pass. Somewhere 50 centimeters behind me, something that didn't exist in this world was there. Just thinking about it made it difficult to breathe. "Hurry up and leave. Hurry up." "Kya!" she screamed and slammed on the brakes. The impact brought me back to the present. Breathing raggedly, my girlfriend was face down on the steering wheel. "She's gone." She spun around the car and went out your window, but she's still behind us. I couldn't take it anymore. I looked in the side mirror. She was definitely there. Her cold, emotionless face. She floated there for a few seconds, then like the white noise on TV, she faded away into the darkness and was gone. "I think we entered her territory," my girlfriend said, "so she came to chase us out." Wow, that was scary. A few days later, she told me as such. By the way, apparently there's a graveyard behind the theatre, but it scares me so much I've never been there again. Since I broke up with that girlfriend, I haven't had any other experiences like that, so I think I can't see ghosts anymore. Tunnel story. My friend heard this story from the owner of a hairdressing salon, Asan. Asan had absolutely no ability to sense ghosts whatsoever, but she liked horror stories. She often listened to scary stories from her co-workers and customers, but one day she heard about a rumour of something that would appear in a tunnel nearby. It was your standard, if you go into a tunnel, turn off your lights and honk the horn story. She mostly didn't believe it, but the tunnel was nearby, so she figured she'd go check it out anyway. But going alone would be scary, so she asked one of her older male friends, who could sense ghosts, to come along with her. At first he was like, it's no good to play around with these things for fun, and refused her, but Asan said, well, then I'll just go by myself. So he reluctantly agreed. The tunnel was located in the mountains where even the locals wouldn't go at night. At night time, it was pitch black. Asan drove there, while her friend sat in the passenger seat. If her friend had felt it was actually dangerous, they'd just drive off immediately. It was sort of like a test of courage. As they slowly drove along the pitch black road, the tunnel came into view. Before they entered the tunnel, her usually bright friend went suddenly silent. Asan repeatedly asked him, is everything okay? He just replied, yeah, maybe. Despite getting scared, she went into the tunnel and stopped about halfway, as the rumour instructed. If it was true, when she turned the lights off, the story would continue, but wait, don't turn off the lights, her friend said. There were no lights in the narrow tunnel in the middle of the mountains, so all they could rely on were the lights in the car. Exit the tunnel, her friend said. Asan hurriedly stepped on the accelerator and the car took off, but he didn't mention if he could see anything chasing them or if he heard any voices, so without going too fast, they exited the tunnel, but his expression was still harsh. On one side of the dark mountain road was the mountain range. On the other side of a river. Her friend, who was silent even after exiting the tunnel, quickly said in a tense voice, hurry up and go faster. She floored it, and somehow they arrived in a residential area. Her friend said everything was okay now, so they pulled into the parking lot of a convenience store. Asan was terrified. What happened? She said. Before they entered the tunnel, there was apparently a man and a woman standing on either side of the entrance. A middle-aged man and woman. It appeared that they were looking at the car, but it didn't seem like they would do anything. Every now and then, there were ghosts who just stood around, so her friend didn't bother to warn her about it. However, once they stopped the car inside the tunnel, he could see the couple coming towards them. They were just walking, but they were heading towards the car. These sorts of things are never good, so, he said, exit the tunnel. It would have been nice if they'd just given up there, but then apparently the couple started chasing after them. If they were bound to the tunnel, when they exited, they'd be able to escape, he thought, but they kept on chasing and finally caught up to the car. Hurry up, go faster, her friend said, while muttering about something. The couple were peering into the car driver's side window and the passenger's side window. Asan couldn't see anything, but apparently she broke out in a cold sweat and couldn't stop trembling. As they picked up speed, they shook them off, so her friend said it was okay now. If there's something in your car that you don't remember, rubbish or something, quickly throw it away. Don't open it, her friend said. It seemed the couple had died in an accident or natural disaster. They were probably looking for their son or someone. Her friend said that they were probably around the same age as the couple's son. I can't say that Asan or her friend got sick or died or anything. A few days later, it was as if it was nothing happened. When I got light the next day, Asan went to the car for a drive. She noticed there was a small vinyl bag attached to the car door. She couldn't see what was in it very well, but there was something black or brown coloured inside. Without looking at what was in it, she quickly threw it away. What would have happened if she'd opened it? Or if she followed the rumour exactly and waited inside the tunnel? What would have happened? Did you enjoy that? If you did, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit the notifications icon so you can see when I've done another video. And
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
Until next time, I am Sir Shudder. See you soon. Be safe, be cool.